Okay, let's just get this shit done. I feel like I should like copy paste some gray hair on my head because in current state it looks weird because it's like my natural color, but it's gonna be gray. It's kind of like no one cares, but here we go. And that works better. I don't feel like myself. I'm kind of like low on energy currently because it's Monday now that I'm recording. Tomorrow I have still work. Like after work I straight up immediately I'm going to the airport to go to Poland for a few days for Christmas because my parents invited me, and I'm like there's still so much shit to do today and I'm already tired of this. Whatever, we have stuff to do. Today we are doing a part 2 of the video that I made I think 1 week ago. I'm not even sure when. My time sense is just like completely destroyed. So yeah, I think it was Q&A, right? So let's just go into it. Don't mind me. I'm just watching some Drag Race per usual. Alright, but something's weird because I clearly remember there were 3 comments. Why the fuck there isn't third one? Wait, something's wrong. Well, let me see on my actual channel. Here, see? Yeah, bro, I remember clearly had a third comment on the video, but for some reason it doesn't show up on the list. It's just 2 comments. So that's good that I remember, because if I wouldn't remember, then I would skip the third person. That's very weird. Fuck you, YouTube, then, for sabotaging things. Alright, so what would be your top 10 or 5 games on Quest so far? Oh, shit, oh, Jesus, I played so many. I would have to scroll through my playlist or whatever. Let me check real fast. You know what, I actually wanna kinda comment on the list that Oculus kinda released for Quest recently. Like best games of 2019, I think, for them. For some reason, for me, it was not really accurate, but let me just see, where is it? Ah, here we go. Best of 2019. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Top paid of 2019 is Beat Saber. I mean, yeah, that makes sense because it's the most popular, so of course many purchases. Top 3 is YouTube VR. Okay, sure. Action game of the year is Super Hot, which it's not true. For me, at least, at all. For me, action game of the year is Sirenta. It's very clear because Super Hot had like pretty much no updates. So I think like in the past year even, this game is just in one place. It doesn't evolve. So I was really confused why it's action game of the year. I mean, I'm pretty sure every kind of like here game is kind of like Oculus exclusive, I would think, or most of them at least. Then it would make sense why Oculus kind of like put them on pedestal, because it's their games, so they wanna, you know, give them credit, even though for some it doesn't really, they don't deserve it, so whatever. It's not my platform. Sports and fitness of the year decline. I mean, I would say sports of the year, of sure. I wouldn't say fitness of the year, because even though it's like exhausting game, it's not a game to do fitness, right? I would say, even though I did not play, I think Thrill of the Fight or even like Box VR could be sport fitness of the year, but whatever. Arcade of the game of the year, as Pistol Whip. Well, I mean, that makes sense, because even though Pistol Whip is kind of like action game, it's like along the lines of Beat Saber and Pistol Whip as an arcade game. I think Pistol Whip kind of deserves that spot, because really it's a really good game. Adventure game of the year, Red Matter. No, that's not even close to true. Let me just scroll through playthrough and let me just give you an actual adventure game of the year, because that's totally bullshit. For the adventure game, for me it's a little bit hard because, you know, I personally, like, for me adventure games are my favorite genre. So if I would say out of the three, it's Journey, Shadowpoint and Moss. But if I would pick the actual best one, if we are going straight up on an adventure aspect and not like, I guess, story, because there's another category for story, I would say fuck, it's really hard. But I mean, if I'm going by sentiment, I would pick Journey as a adventure game of the year, even though it's because like this was my first like adventure series on my channel, and my actual series on my channel, and it's the best one performing for some reason. I would pick, I think, Journey for the best adventure game for sure, and very close second would be Moss. But like, I don't want to discredit Shadowpoint because Shadowpoint is also amazing. I would pick immersive storytelling because the story is pretty good, and overall it involves you in the story. It's not like on the side kinda. The Underpresents, even though I did not play, I would not say it's like game of the year. Like, come on. Some of these games are so like recently released that it's a little bit insane that they shouted them out, but okay, sure, Oculus. Horror game of the year. I'm not like huge fan of the horror. I played Arizona. I would not say I have a say in this category, even though I would say that the Horizon is a little bit better than Arizona. I would say after a few updates, I think Arizona could be actually the game of the year, but also ridiculous because I think it released like late November, but okay, sure. Thought-provoking experience of the year. That's, I don't know why it's even an category. What is it? When they wanted to just be political or something with that? Creativity tool of the year. I mean, I did not use any, so yeah, Tilt Brush I think it's the most popular. String of the year, don't care. Multiplayer game of the year. I mean, there's no surprise Rec Room 1 because it's free and it's loaded with people because of the features of the cross-platform aspect, because you can play it on the Quest, on various headsets. You can even play on the mobile, on the PC. Like, they just made it that everyone could play, even though some games are unfair because it's a little bit harder to play in the headset, but you know, that's just a little bit side note. So yeah, I completely bullshit. For me is action adventure mostly. Immersive, okay, whatever. I did not play the Underpresent, so I don't have the huge say to it, but whatever, like, okay. Personally, Jesus Christ, I played so many games on Quest. How many? 33 titles on the Quest. Jesus Christ, I was so busy. I'm gonna go for top 5 in no particular order because like, I can't choose the best game, kinda, because every genre has their best game, but there's no best game of Quest, like, hello. But like, top 5 would be for me Sirenta, Republic VR, which I did not play whole on the channel because I just lost every recording of that, but it is on my top 5, for sure. I loved that game. Journey, obviously, Shadowpoint, so that's 4. Top 6, whatever. So 5th Moss and 6th Apex. It's just that I can't choose between Moss and Apex because there are two such different games, but for me Apex was like so fun, even though like pretty much no one cared about it when I uploaded that. Apex for me was a really good game with no ending, obviously, like, you know, there was this problem, but that was just basically that, like, but the whole game was like pretty much perfect for me. So yeah, that would be it. I mean, my little list, I guess. But yeah, I played so many games, like, what the hell did I do? Like, this past half year was a little bit crazy. Okay, so this one was like not in the comment section, so, but I remember this one, and Yobro asked how old I am. I mean, 24, whatever, but like, more importantly, what was nice in here is that I wanna elaborate on that. Is that true? I wrote, I mean, you know, that's my little word here, so it's like numbers are not the important noise, yeah. And that's kind of like how I like to build my channel, because you know, some people might not recognize, but like as a VR creator I can see some interesting stuff that are happening in the VR created space. For example, there are people who like promote themselves on every platform, it's just like with no remorse. People that steal every VR content and just put them on their channel. Like, okay, they're out there, but I don't need to say any names. Like, it's clear for some people. But like my channel is like, you know, for me it's like my little piece of internet I have for myself, and it's like everyone is invited here, like I don't really mind. So it's like I don't treat it as a business, because like there's no point. And even though I should have like way more subscribers or whatever, or like views, I mean, like for me, even this number, this is the total views of my channel, is like crazy. I would like never think that anyone would even want to watch my channel. So like if just one person watches like something, then for me it's like a huge privilege. I'm not that person, and I never will to ask about anything, because I just can't, just for the sole fact that anyone cares. What I put out here is like, for me it's enough, and I don't need to like promote myself. I don't need to like spread around my channel like just some slut on the internet. Like, there's no reason for me to do that. It's just that I like things that are happening currently. And Paranats asked if I had any more games on DevLab with other people and loud mics. Yeah, because I remember when I released the DevLab video, there was some guy that had annoying microphone issues, and I was like, okay, well, sure, that's my life. But apparently it was him who had that issue, and I don't know how even he found me on the YouTube, but hey, we're here. And I mean, this is not really a good question, but sure, have it your way. And that's pretty much it. Like, there was only 3 comments, which means like 3 entries, right? So I mean, I said that I wanted to give out like 1 or 2 like this gift cards or whatever. It's not gonna be gift card, because I actually look up on the PayPal, and you can't even buy gift cards for PayPal. You can like buy for other services. So what I realized is that I will just like I guess transfer some credit or whatever. But I said that like 1 or 2 people will get it, but like I don't feel good about just leaving out one person out. So 3 people who commented on this video and asked me a question will get the, I would say, Christmas gift from me. So whatever. It's like Pure Tips, Paranats, and Yobro. Just like contact me wherever. Even though it's like on Oculus or like email, Instagram, whatever. However you'll do it, just like contact me and you'll get your shit. Alright, so I mean, that's pretty much it, right? 3 questions. What about like the new year or whatever? I feel like because eventually I will need to prepare myself story-wise for the Half-Life Alyx release. If some people already don't know, it's that I will play actually Half-Life 1, I think, on Quest. I will see how will that play out, because I feel like the timeline of story of the whole Half-Life is that it's 1, then it's Alyx, and then it's the second one, the sequel. So I feel like playing the first one will be mandatory to kind of understand the whole game in March. So I think that's what's gonna be coming up. Some obviously releases in between, we'll see about that. But like, you know, I mean, I'm pretty happy with my channel currently. It's just that, you know, I put out the content that I like to watch, you know. Back in the day when I was like, I don't know, like 10 years old or whatever, I would, not 10 years old, wait, 15 or whatever. The shit I would usually watch on YouTube was like playthroughs or whatever, because for me, I could not like afford that. So it's kind of like I watched other people play the games and can like experience with them the content. Can like find it amusing, you know. It's kind of like a really chill part of YouTube that I like to watch, and I still do. And it's me who contributes to the scene, kind of, right? It's kind of like YouTube is currently all about like tea or like drama and stuff like that, but I like just to kind of like mind my own business because I have no fucking time for anything else other than just like playing games and just like chilling. Like that's kind of like what I like to provide. But like really some like stats on some videos are a little bit crazy. I'm still a little bit triggered about the Star Trek, but it's alright now. Like my most not favorite, my most viewed video is the multiplayer of Sirento. It was so funny because I clearly remember what happened. It's that I tried out multiplayer in Sirento and I actually like met someone. I played with them a couple runs and it was like really random, but it was really fun. So it's kind of like I like that this is the most viewed video on my channel. Obviously the whole journey is the playthrough that has the most views all across the board, and this was my first series, not a VR video, it was my first VR series. Like currently, like even now, it's a little bit cringy to watch because you can't even like hear anything. It's kind of like here. It's kind of like you hear the gameplay and stuff like that, but you don't really hear me because I had no like audio equipment like now. Like, you know, half year ago it was a weird time, but it was so fun. So looking back now, to see the quest came so far in terms of everything and kind of like my channel overall, it's crazy, and I still like. I'm really like pumped to do whatever I wanna do, right? I feel like some videos from Journey have the high view count. For example, this one, because this one was like the hardest one kinda in the series, and sometimes it was like confusing to what to do, so I feel like that's why. And like even now there are still people like asking for help what to do on the levels and stuff like that. I'm here to help. Like that's kind of like what I like to do, playing games and like just helping out people if they are stuck or whatever. That's kind of like one of my philosophy of making playthroughs, because just basically like helping people. For me it's really exciting, and like I don't mind helping some people just passing a level or whatever. Like for me it's like a really fun interaction. So at the end of the day, like my content, even though it could be a little bit better, I'm like happy that I do what I do, you know. So some people might find it boring or whatever, but like that's the shit that I like to watch. So it's kind of like I put out things that I would love to watch, and I sometimes do. So I guess it's a fair trade-off, right? Okay, I think I need to like, you know, finish up and stuff like that. It's just that the next days, and especially tomorrow, is gonna be so chaotic. That's crazy. Like, but like, what's new, right? I need to like pack up, I need to like shave, I need to like do shit. But yeah, I'm gonna be away for a few days. I feel like I'm coming back at like Friday or Saturday, something like that. So there's not gonna be any video this week other than this one. I feel like a couple days of vacation, kind of finally, because I've never had one, will be like a good moment to charge up my batteries. Because I kind of feel tired, but it's just that I need to kind of like just go away from Paris for a few days and come back with a new energy and stuff. So yeah. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Like, you know, this is the time to chill and not like overwork yourselves, just like me. So just take your time, and we'll see each other in like a few days, right? I mean, I'm not going anywhere up until like aircraft will fall. Who knows? Like, you know, the final destiny will eventually catch up to me. I don't know. Till Friday or Saturday.